Wow! One, two, three. And here it is, my first computer that I'm going to build for content creation, a little bit of gaming, and my buddy right here, Beard, is going to help me out to actually film this whole thing, so thank you very much for that. I hope you guys can have experience with me actually how it is to build your first PC. Let's go to the unboxing. Oh shit, that's heavy. That's really heavy. Okay, let's do it again. I can't wait, I can't wait. Look at that. Let's get it all out before I show you which boxes and parts I all got. And then I see first here is the case. Let me do that first. I present to you the case upside down. Next part. The Ryzen power supply coming up. That is heavy. Motherboard. The SSD storage. I'm missing something. I'm missing RAM. Oh, here it is. All right, when this computer will be finished, I will actually do another video talking about all the parts, specifically why I got everything. But now I'm more focusing on building the actual PC. All right, let's get this out. Man, this is tight. It's stuck. Man, look at that. Okay. Wow. Look at that, man. What? Look at that. So this is gonna be the moment that I start building. So first we get the case, probably put the power supply in first, and then we'll move on, put in an anti-static wristband, just to be sure not to break anything. All right, so where's the power supply? Let's unbox this thing so we can put it in the case. That's a lot of cables. Okay, so let's first open up this case. Let me get my tools. There it is. Okay, so basically I know that I have to ground myself in order to not give any statics to any components so they can break. Connecting this little pin to the ground. Like that. Then we'll attach this to my arm. I hope it works. All right, moving on. Okay, all right, so this goes in the back here. Let's open everything up in this case first, so we can reach it from all sides. Okay, So here as well is the RGB controller that we'll go through in a second as well. First, put this in the way it's supposed to. Some screws and cables, all like that. This is going to be a mess. Okay, so this is done. Open that up. Okay, so I'm quite overwhelmed with all the stuff. There we go. That's beautiful. Yeah. Let's first take this off, because we can. Touching the CPU. So here's the chip. That is huge. Okay, so the thermal paste is already on there. Okay, so I'm actually quite a bit scared to do this because you hear so many bad stories about people attaching. You have to find the little arrow that points towards the same arrow on the motherboard, just to be sure to get that right. Took me a while to figure that out. Okay, so I think it's done. I think that's it. Whew, I'm sweating. Okay, so then let's attach the cooler on there. Figuring out if there's a layer of plastic on there. No. Oh, actually, that's not. Let's do the other side first. So yeah, let's continue with the RAM. Install that. One. Click, click. That's the sound you want. 1, 2. That's 2 right there. I think it's fine. I don't know why, but this stuff is scary. SSD. Oops, I'm forgetting something. Screw this part in, and then this part. It seems perfect. That doesn't. Oh gosh, this is terrible. Oh shit. There we go. That's that. Okay, so I have to still put in the fan cables. That is in. Putting the motherboard into the case. So before we do that, I actually know that I have to put in this thing first, just to be sure to not have to take it out again. Okay, with a little force, it's in. You know what? I'm doing this wrong. That's not gonna move anymore. Okay, so I finally figured it out. We have some really a lot of different cables and a connector. So first we have this CPU cable that is going here already. And I want that to connect in here. That is that. Then next we have the power connector here. To power up the motherboard. There we go. So this one, to control the control board for all the fans and stuff, that is going into a SATA port. Of this, I think we don't need. Audio, and this is USB 2. Okay, so let's build the graphics card in. We're about to unbox the coolest thing ever. Another box. There it is. Wow. Let's install the GPU. really cool. I think that's it. I think we're done. So basically, I think I did everything right. I hope the light will turn on. Here it is. Actually, we should have done the time lapse here. It would be way more convenient, but look at the beautiful white RAM and stuff. It's very clean. I love it. I really love it. Now I hope it works. Oh man, I'm scared. Okay, I'm actually shaking. I'm so scared. But everything will be better. Okay. Now the most important thing that a lot of people forget after putting in the HDMI or DP, whatever, into the graphics card is turning on this thing. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, so if I turn it on, will the screen turn on? 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, so all the fans are running. Oh. PCI, okay. Okay, this is take number 2. I hope it works now. Let's turn it on again. Oh, stupid me. Does it work? Yeah, it turns on. The keyboard turns on. Okay. Yes! BIOS has been reset. Please reconfigure your BIOS setup items if needed. Okay, wow, it works! Yeah, man. High five. Woo! Look at that! Dude, that is so flex. Damn. Dope. Alright, so it's the next morning and yeah, I've been working on it all night. It's been very difficult, I think. It was more of a challenge than I expected it to be. So eventually there were some things I changed that weren't working correctly. So first of all, the PCI on the GeForce wasn't working without PCI. So I was glad that showed up and that was a simple fix. After that, when I boot into the BIOS, it actually showed that the RAM was not going on 3200 megahertz, so I changed that as well. Eventually, I figured out, a friend of mine actually told me, like, I sent a picture and I was saying like, am I missing anything? Am I doing this wrong? And he said, well, there's one thing you should still adjust or change, and that is the RAM. So he said you have to put your RAM not next to each other, but on slot 1 and 3 or on 2 and 4 if you have more slots. So I did that and then eventually it booted still because I had a problem booting it at first, but now it's all good. And yeah, I booted it up, I installed Windows, all the drivers, and I changed the RGBs and I fixed all of that. I did some cable management as well that I'm gonna show you now as well. So this is the case. I just used the mouse and the LAN cable and the keyboard and the HDMI in there. That's all fine. On the bottom for the front panel, I already started with putting everything underneath, so that is already clean. Then the USB-C there is already from the side, as well as the 12-pin connector. And then on top with the CPU is already going over the top, and the beautiful cable management that this case H510 already fixed most of those problems, because there's a connector on the back that it seems you have a program for as well, an application that you can change all of that, which I'm gonna experiment with as well soon. So here's the RAM. I changed that to the slot 2 and 4 because it has a little more space. Okay, so on the back, let's look at that and then, okay, so this is the cable management. So I'll explain real quick what I did here. Very simple. Just like on the other side, I reused these metal kind of short cables. I don't know what they're called, but I reused them to put all the LEDs and the fans here. Put it all there. This one connect to the SATA, put it underneath as well here with some tie wraps. So all the cables I don't need, I put on the bottom. And then here I have the CPU cable that runs here right on the top. Connected it there as well as the fan cable that goes right here and is attached there as well, organized. And then the biggest 12-pin connector goes all the way here. I could have put another cable right here, but it's not necessary. This one goes on the back, and yeah, I think that's about it. That's about how simple the cable management went for me. It was kind of a hassle trying to figure out all the cables. I think that was quite a difficult process for me to figure out where everything is supposed to go. But eventually, it works. And I'll turn it on right now. Okay, so there it is. So let me get rid of this plastic right here so you can get a better look at that. Oh no! So I think that's about it. And this orange and white theme, I'm absolutely loving it. And I've been installing all the drivers. It's all working now. I can't wait to test out and work with it and play with it. I absolutely can't wait to use this more in the future. And yeah, so I hope this wasn't too chaotic as a build. I'm going to make another video for you more into detail why I chose all the parts for this build and also why it's good for content creators, but more about that in a video that you can click right here. So yeah, furthermore, thank you very much for watching. This was How to Creative, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.